Watercolour, I think, well, I've certainly heard and can concur with, it's a master medium. I mean, it can be so difficult to get to grips with, and God knows why I was so drawn to it as a child, rifling through supplies in the old welcoming art room at school. There's just no texture to it. It's not like there is with acrylic and oil, where you can just add and build up a painting. Just a painting that starts to slowly intrude on the real world as its surfaces lift off the canvas. Watercolour dries so quickly too. You have to really pay attention to what you're doing. I think I'm quite often reluctant to leave and come back to a piece if I can help it. I want to just finish it all in one setting. I think that's something that's quite absurd to my family and friends, who think it's a bit strange that I'll sit for so long in one spot, head down, eyes glazed over. I'm sure you know how it is. And I suppose, if I'm being honest, I'd say a touch of my laziness even comes into play when I think of my preference for watercolour. I mean, have you ever tried to clean brushes after painting in oils? God forbid you get it on your hands. Ugh, not a fan. Watercolour, I mean, after you're finished, well, you just run the dirty palette under a warm tap for a few minutes and you've got no trace of a mess left. Simple. I should probably talk about the piece, I suppose. This is a piece, I mean, I started it this morning. I might use it to make cards for a craft fair in autumn. I don't know. Even now, watching this, I'm looking at it and all I'm seeing are the details that I don't like. I can never see the bigger picture, ironically. I suppose we're all guilty of being critical of the things we create. Makes me wonder as to the relationship between parents and their children. It's another story altogether. I love pumpkins. No watercolour. I mean, this bit. Backgrounds. Digital, watercolour, traditional. I mean, backgrounds fox me. They really do. They're a vexing thing, a vexing necessity in most paintings that you just can't avoid. Not if you're going to get good, as it were. Still, you just add and add, I suppose. This thing with watercolours, it's not just one layer, one wash. You can keep adding to it. And eventually you'll build up something that's vibrant. It's not a wishy-washy media, not if you don't let it be. And there we are, adding some acrylic as well. Just for the stars, make them really stand out. Anyway, I've been Eleanor, and this has been Pumpkin Mouse. Oh gosh, I need to come up with a name for it.